Well, hello, it's me, Bob Doyle, your old friend from, live streaming, the Bob Doyle Show and all that other stuff. Let's hear it. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, now, I know that on your screen right now, I think like right over here, it says live, which is true. You are watching this, and this is streaming to you live, but I gotta tell you, in all honesty, I'm a recording. I know, I'm sorry. I know you didn't boo or anything like that. Thanks, that wasn't necessary. Look, I'm a time killer. Ooh, here she comes. Look out. Watch out, boy. Cheer you up. I'm a time killer. It doesn't work in the context of the song at all. And pretty poor choice. Why is my mouth hardly moving? Why are my hips hardly grooving? I'm not wearing trackers because I am a slacker. All right, look, again, I'm a time killer because what's happening now is I'm getting set up to do an actual live Doddcast. That's right. So if you're all right, that wasn't necessary. I pushed that button by accident. A Doddcast. Now, there's been no planning or anything like that, so don't get that. Just get that idea right out of your head. It's been too long since I've done anything Doddson, right? So I just figure we'll hang out in the Doddcast. But for me to be able to set up comments and all that other stuff, it takes time. Because Facebook decided, hey, you know what, Bob Doyle? And I'm like, what? Facebook? And they're like, we're not going to let you schedule your live streams anymore. And I'm like, why not? I've asked that question several times, not gotten an answer. So I have to do all this manual stuff after. So by all means, go ahead and leave your comments now while I'm setting up. Then we'll be live, and then, I'll be able to see your comments, and we'll just interact. Well, I mean, you and Mr. Doddson will interact. All right. Well, I think I've given myself plenty of time, hopefully. I always think that, and then I go, oh, God, I just need 30 more seconds. Keep talking. Stretch it out. Stretch it out. This is the stretch it out face. Signal. All right. That's got to be enough time. So let's just make it official. What we're going to be looking at here is an episode of the Doddcast. Again, that was accidental. That was accidental. That's actually the theme to a different kind of game show, which, of course, this is the set for. I say, of course, like you know what I'm talking about, but maybe you do. All right, enough. I'm probably standing there going, oh, my God, this is way too long. What a catastrophe this is. So my apologies for that. Let's go to it now, ladies and gentlemen. The Doddcast.
Welcome to the Doddcast, the intergalactic journal of Mr. Doddson, infirmary attendant and staff researcher. All other information is classified. And now, here's Mr. Doddson.
Hello! Let's make this a little more grandiose. Hello! Add a little bit of reverberation to the equation. Do you see what I did there? I made a rhyme, you see. It makes me special and talented. Now, of course, I'm having a little bit of technical difficulty, not only with the technical aspect of it. You may also notice that my knees are very uncomfortably positioned. Sort of in the desk, you see. Actually in. Which is painful, as you might imagine. So, it's been quite a while since I've been hanging out and doing anything with any of you, my friends. And so I thought today I would check in and say hello. These are your comments. There are other ways for me to view them, but I am so out of practice. So what do we have here? We have Puddles. Hello, Puddles. We have Kathy and Loretta and Jane and Lisbeth and Diane. And Sarah has joined us right up at the top, saying, Doddson, we've missed you. Thank you very much. To be honest, I've missed me too. And it may be quite a while before I settled into a voice. That's the way it is. So this is like a stranger in a strange land to me. I had to close the door because it was open and flies were getting in here. And you've seen me with flies, perhaps you haven't, I don't know. Who let the children in here? Every time. There's a sign on the door. It says no children, unless it's a children's function, in which case you must fill out Form 27B in triplicate, of course. This is a very long sign. Perhaps beyond the children's capacity to read, now that I think about it. So, Dawn was just thinking about me. Now, I've got the comments positioned so that I have to look up. Got to change this, of course. But Dawn has joined us, thinking of me yesterday, wondering when another podcast episode was coming. Lisbeth, hello, Mr. Doddson, long time no see. How are you doing? Well, that's what I'm here to discuss, is exactly how I'm doing. To be honest, one of the reasons you haven't heard from me in a while is that I've been in a cryogenic state. It's something that is more or less common when you are engaged in interplanetary space travel. When you have very long distances, this is quite annoying, isn't it? It's all well and good that it's sitting here. Jane is speculating again. I see you, Jane, speculating. I suppose you have the right to do so. But I admit nothing, and never will. Because we must keep some things private, you and I. Let's just say hi. There! So, because I've been in a cryogenic state for quite some time, my brain, it ain't what she used to be. Do you know what I mean? Thank you. Well, all right. All right, that's overkill. Oh, look what I have here. First of all, my microphone has dropped on the floor. Put that on the desk. So it looks much better there. I'm getting... Whoop, hello. I'm getting used to all my cameras again. Hello. Why are you there? What's the logic behind the over the shoulder, so we can see the vast array of technology, I suppose, a sort of behind-the-scenes look at things. Anyway, when you are in a cryogenic state for quite some time, sort of your brain cells do a little freezing as well, so it takes a little while to thaw. So, although this may seem like I was just here yesterday, it's actually been quite a while, and I'm having to refamiliarize myself with... What is the Doddcast, anyway? This certainly isn't it. This is just a friendly check-in. Hello, Leanne. How are you? Oh, reveling in the private joke of it all. Which isn't that private, I suppose. Anyway, yes, I know things have been sort of stalled out in the old Doddson storyline. Very frustrating, eh? Well. All right. I don't know that that was a humorous line. And, as much as I'd like to say, but don't worry, because any day now... That is painful looking, isn't it? There, my wrist is just all normal, and I turn it just a bit... Oh, it just barely hangs on, and then boom. No, it didn't even boom. This is just quite unpleasant. But it's not a trick that you can do at home, boys and girls, if there are any boys and girls watching, which we've already established there are, because they're laughing out there right now. Oh, children and their incessant laughter. Why have so much joy? That's what I ask. Well, I don't actually. Oh, well, sometimes I do. I have to be honest with you. Jane says if she'd known I was going to be here today, she'd have made a cuppa in her Doddson mug. You all have yours? Ow, my wrist! I like to think I have a fairly high tolerance for pain. But come on. Oh, that's got to smart. Let's see, I'm reading your comments like an old man. I'm leaning into them, like, oh, hold on, let me get my readers, which I don't have with me. Should change that. So I'm just going to lean in like an old man. I'm ready for a new Doddcast, says Sarah. Well, This may be as close as you get for a while. But that doesn't mean I won't be in your space. Get it? It's a pun. It's not a pun, it's a play on words. Unfortunate that I said it was a pun in front of everyone. Can I erase their minds at this point? My phone has fallen on the floor. I'm sorry, I don't even recall you ringing. The place is in total disarray. It's as if someone has come in here when I wasn't here, tossed things about, leaving it for me to find. Perhaps they thought I wasn't going to wake up anytime soon. I don't know. The BDS mug. The BDS mug. I can only assume you're talking about the Bob Doyle Show mug. While I don't like to make rules about the Doddcast, I do have a set of guidelines. The first of which is, we abbreviate it as TINBDS. Which of course stands for There Is No Bob Doyle Show. It's a terrible acronym, which is why we don't say it very much. But it should be an understood thing. Bob Doyle Show. Bob Doyle Show! Oh, hello. It's a little me. Hello, Mr. Doddson. Oh, dance, Doddson, dance. Will you stand here, Mr. Doddson? I don't know if you... Oh, no, he fell down on the floor, but wait. There he is. Ouch, my knees are in the desk. Ouch, my knees are in the desk. Ouch, my knees are in the desk. They're in the... Oh. You're still dancing like an idiot, Doddson. Please stop. Just stand there like a good little whatever you are. Hey! Who moved the camera? Come on now, move it back. Thank you. That's the problem with letting the door open. Flies, which know, of course, how to work all the camera equipment, come in here and start moving things around, pushing buttons and whatnot. As if they own the place. Sorry. Hello, Loretta. Sorry about that. It's a side effect of the cryogenic freezing. Hopefully that won't happen again. For it is embarrassing. Hello, little froggy. Also, another side effect of the... Besides the elbow thing I've got going, so I've got the elbow and the wrist. Both of which are wildly uncomfortable. Luckily, I've been doing yoga recently. Frog yoga, have you heard of it? It's available online somewhere. It's hosted by a frog, and it's yoga! How do they do it? You can't ask me that question. I am limited in my technological know-how. What? But I can't explain frog yoga. But I can tell you it's something you should put some time into. Particularly if you are a frog. Like this little guy. One moment. I'm in the middle of something. Oh, sorry. Okay. I did not realize. One moment, please. I need to take this. Yes, I told them I needed to take it. Oh, I think my microphone's still on. One moment. All right. Where were we? Leanne, who shoved you in deep freeze? No, it's a voluntary thing. It's a necessity. We all have to do it on the ship from time to time. Will that enter into the storyline somehow? Who knows? But yes, when we travel long distances, sometimes it's important that we shut down our body, a sort of a hibernation. Oh, that's embarrassing. I so wish that didn't happen. There's so much they've accomplished. Just look at the technology, but they can't freeze you for a few thousand years without you going, getting stuck with your words. Oh well, put a man on the moon, they say. Although that was a very long time ago. So long. So long? Sorry, sometimes. Oh, the door's open again. Let's take a look at who's behind the door. That's right, it didn't work. Nope, again, there she is, Molly Mahoney, ladies and gentlemen. We still have pictures from her little boy here. Oh, look, I can hang them on my horn. By the way, for those of you who write in and say nice antlers, Mr. Doddson, I have a few choice words for you. Number one, these are not antlers. Number two, I can say, hello, one moment. I think we just discussed this a moment ago. Look, you're making my arm go into my side in an embarrassing fashion. Could we talk about this later? Thank you. So sorry. I haven't had a chance to distribute my new broadcast schedule among the staff, and therefore they'll just in and out and interrupt me. So, we have Loretta on YouTube. Who else on YouTube? Oh, and Dawn and Loretta, and the rest are on Facebook. How nice. What a pain in the butt it is to set all this up. You have no idea. What? Oh, for heaven's sake. Sorry. Not funny, but there's a daycare right next door. And occasionally they'll just scare the children for no good reason. And there's a microphone piped right in here. So, sounds like they're right. Oh, for heaven's sake. Hello? Well, I was just tracking it online. It's supposed to be delivered at 4:17 or so. What do you mean they put it in front of the wrong door? How am I supposed to... Hold on one moment. I said hold on one moment. Oh, for heaven's sake. No, they put it in front... Would you stop talking when I'm talking? It's just common courtesy. These people with no manners whatsoever. It's so infuriating. Would appear they put it in front of Monica's door. Well, I can't go get it now, can I? I'm in the middle of something. Don't belittle what I'm doing just because you don't understand how to download it. I'm so sorry. No, you're saying the same thing over and over again, expecting a different answer. We all know what that means, don't we, boys and girls? Look, I'm going to ask you to, let me get on with what I'm doing. There are people's lives hanging in the balance. I'm just telling him that. Don't worry, you're fine. No, nothing. I was talking to, someone else, in my mind. Look, I've got to go. Goodbye. It would be so nice to be able to hang up aggressively on people now, but you can't do it. Because all you have is this little, there's no way to show your anger. There should be an app called I'm Hanging Up on You, which has the sound of that click, the slam down, so that people really get it. You can't do that anymore. You're just talking and suddenly they're not there anymore. It's just quiet, and you've gone on for, 3 minutes knowing you. Always have to be right. Over-explaining everything, you. Sorry, I said I wouldn't tell anyone that. I suppose let's chalk it up to the cryogenic freezing, ladies and gentlemen. This really hurts my knees. Anyway, insanity. That's right, Sarah. Insanity. This person calling, if he calls again, I don't know what I'm going to do. Probably answer it. Otherwise, it will just keep ringing, and that's annoying. But let's hope he doesn't call back. So, have I seen Facebook's new game called Portal for people who just can't be where you are? Well, I'm familiar with an Earth game called Portal from very long ago. I've not seen how do you say it? Facebook version of it. So, you've got me at a disadvantage, Jane. Or you're making it up. Which, knowing you, Jane, knowing you... Oh, sorry, were you expecting me to keep talking this entire time? I can't take 2 seconds to look around my surroundings. I wonder who fed him all this time. Actually, that must be another one. Frogs do not live thousands of years, and we do not put them in the cryogenic containment system for obvious reasons. What do you mean it's not so obvious? What's wrong with you? Well, I suppose I'm going to be going. I haven't eaten anything yet. Been asleep for thousands of years, haven't even had a cup of coffee yet, so that probably explains. I mean, it was right here, but I decided to talk to you, and now I don't know where it is. It seems to have flown off somewhere. So I suppose we'll end this little rendezvous we're having. It's nice to catch up again, wouldn't you agree? Oh boy, I hope that's gone by the next time we talk. So, do whatever you have to do to make the rest of the day the best of your day, and all of those other positive things that I may or may not actually mean as I say them.
You've been listening to the Doddcast. Be sure to rate us on iTunes. 5 stars would be nice. And write a review. It helps others to discover the Doddcast. And isn't that what we're all really after? Follow Mr. Dodson's adventures at BobDoyleVR.com right now.